Oh, I see the basis for the frustration here, right? Plenty of ways to make a diesel run more efficient, I'd say. Yeah, there are. Too bad none of them are being used, right? And so what this is this is an aid. It's absolutely an aid to the issue. Is this going to prevent you from ever going into regen again? It won't. I agree with you, man. I do. We're on the same page here. I'm not disagreeing with you at all, actually. To burn the carbon off, you have to run, to your other comment, you have to run the truck extremely hard, which is insanity. I mean, it is. And it's just like, oh my goodness, guys. And so therefore the conversation should be, hey, Environmental Protection Agency, hey, government, why are you putting these unbelievably restrictive requirements on us to limit our emissions? Because it's just not working. And, America runs on diesel. It totally does, right? And so until we can have somebody agree with us on this, here we have a product that will have you not freeze your freaking tootsies off for 20, 30, 45 minutes waiting for your stinking truck to warm up. And it will absolutely result in a decreased number of regens. It just will. And it'll result in less DEF usage, of course, So if you're not using DEF as often and you're not going into regen as often and you're not going off on trips for the express purpose of going off on trips, which so many of our customers do. They're like, man, I went for a drive today purely to get it to operating temperature so the stupid thing would go into regen. What insanity are we living in? Yes, I concur, right? It is a travesty that we have to have products like this that go ahead and counteract these regulations that we're forced to live with under. The America, the land of the used to be free, right? It's crazy. And so I see why so many people say, screw it, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to delete my truck and have to jack with this. Recognize, though, that when you do that, you're still not solving the problem. You're still not getting the truck to warm up faster. You're still not making it ready to go for launch sooner. You're still not ready to safely hop it out on the expressway earlier. You're still idling the truck for entirely freaking too long trying to get it to warm up. You're still seeing that the truck is not operating as hot as it should. And yes, of course, these vehicles have this magical device called a thermostat, but that magical device called a thermostat has been proven time and time and time again does not allow the truck to get and stay at operating temperature. If it would, for example, if you've watched a lot of my other videos on Power Stroke 6.0, I encourage any of you, go ahead, start your truck. Have your 200-degree Mishimoto thermostat installed and just let it idle all day if you want. Is it ever going to get to 200 degrees? It won't. Why? Because there's no load against the engine. That's why. And so when you get to your parking spot and you decide you don't want to freaking sweat at 110 degrees, you want to leave the AC running, or you get to your parking spot and you decide that at the job site and you decide that you're going to leave the heat running, that is not enough load. Well, the heat load absolutely is not enough load. You're just having a 15 amp draw on the blower motor. That's just not enough drawdown on the alternator. It's better in summer use with the air conditioning load because there's a little bit, at least some extra load on the engine from that compressor running, and now you get that in concert with your blower motor, okay, fine, but it's still not enough. You need an artificial load placed on this thing in order to keep it hot. So this device actually creates like a 5-ish horsepower drawdown against the motor when it does have to engage when things cool down. So that's the rest of the story. So we're not at odds here. We are in agreement with each other completely. It's just a travesty that there's not some other solution. Brother, man, if you've got one, give it to us, please, right? As far as I know, this is the best thing out there right now. Does it mean there's not something better in the horizon and some in the back of somebody's mind that they just haven't committed to manufacturing yet? It doesn't mean that at all. It just means that right now, this is the best we've got. So, FICMRepair.com, we're all in this together, even those who might perhaps contemplate the idea of giving us a salty comment back. All right? Thanks very much, guys. We're all on the same team, I so promise you. FICMRepair.com. I appreciate you listening. Like, subscribe, post, repost. Let me know your comments to this video. I want to know. Thanks very much.